Sophia and this is Sis Crafting. Today I'm going to be showing all of you how to make a rainbow loom bow tie bracelet. For this tutorial, you're going to need some rainbow loom rubber bands, a loom, and a hook. And of course, you are going to need one S-clip or C-clip. Let's get started! Alright, so to begin, we're going to go ahead and take our loom. Now you want to set up your loom with all of each section facing the same direction. So we're going to have our arrows facing away from us. And you want the one in the middle to be sticking out. Just one little peg, okay? So that's how we're going to set our loom up. So now to begin, you want to go ahead and pick a border color for your bracelet, and you want to pick as many inside colors for the little bows as you'd like. I personally like 2 or 3. For this one, I'm going to be doing 2 though. Alright, so to begin, you want to take your border color. In this case, my border color is black. So we're going to take that middle peg that's longer than the rest. We're going to start on there, and then we're going to move to the peg on the left. So then right now we're going to start on the left side, and we're going to put the border. So then overlapping, so on that same first peg on the left, then we're going to go to the next peg on the left. Then we take our next band and we overlap it again. So starting on that peg and moving forward. So we have this overlapping row of rubber bands. So we're going to go all the way to the end. Okay, so when we get to the end, we're not going to go to the last peg. We're going to go to the second to last peg, and we're going to overlap it again as before. But rather than going forward to our last peg, we're going to go into that middle peg, that shorter middle peg right in the center. So then we go way back up to the front of our loom where we started, and now we're going to start at that middle peg again. So this middle peg sticking out, and you overlap it, but this time we're going to the right. And keep in mind, all of these bands at the moment are all single bands. So then you want to go ahead and you keep overlapping it like you did with the left side all the way until the end. Alright, so like before, we're going to start from that second to last peg on the right, and we go into that shorter middle peg. So now we have our outside border. So now we're going to go ahead and make the inside of our bracelet. And it helps with each step to go ahead and push your bands down. This is going to make it a lot easier when you're putting the bands on, and then a lot easier when you're looming everything together. So definitely go ahead and push everything down between the steps. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our inside. So to begin, we're connecting the entire thing with our black outside bands. So we're going to go from the middle, our outside peg, from the middle, and now we're going down the middle. So we're going to the next peg in the middle. So now we're going to start with our first bow. So for the bows, we want to use 2 bands, double bands, okay? So I'm going to be starting with this pink, and what you're doing is you're making infinity signs. So you're just twisting your bands over. So what you're doing is you're going from that first left peg that we started, and then you twist your bands over into that middle peg where we just ended with our outside color. You do the infinity sign, you go from the middle to the right. So that's pretty much all you have to do to add the bows, to add the center all the way to the end. I'll show you one more time for clarity. So we're going to take one. These are single bands. The ones that just go straight down the middle are border color, single bands. So you're going to overlap where you ended with the pink, that middle peg right here. Then you go to the very next middle peg, okay? So you're going to take your next bow color. In my case, it's this light blue. And we're going to make our infinity sign. And we're going to put it on the very next left peg into that middle right peg. Okay? Then we take our light blue again from our middle peg, infinity sign, to the right now. So you keep doing that all the way into the end. I thought you meant like, oh, that was clear enough.
No, sorry, I'm not listening.
Okay. What are you reading?
Nothing.
You can read it to me.
No.
I need something.
No.
I'm bored.
No.
Please.
No.
I need an audiobook.
No. I am not reading out loud to you.
Why? What are you reading?
Because I don't like reading out loud.
What are you reading?
Then it takes so much longer.
Not necessarily. What are you reading?
Stop.
I'm not going to stop to answer the question because clearly you're embarrassed about whatever you're reading.
No, I'm not.
So what are you reading?
It's fan fiction, but it's not King Velocity.
What is it?
Stop!
It's Pegasus, isn't it?
No. I couldn't find anything. It's
Fan fiction of what?
It's a show.
Just tell me, Sienna.
No!
Oh my gosh, just tell me.
No.
I'm not going to get mad at you or anything. Well, maybe I will, but please don't.
No.
Sienna.
No, I'm writing now.
Just, Sienna, please tell me what it is.
No, stop.
I'm not going to stop. Just tell me. Get it over with.
No.
What show? You don't watch shows.
I've only seen little clips of it.
Just tell
Oh
me.
my gosh.
Please just tell me, Sienna. Sienna. Please, it's going to bother me now. I'm going to be thinking about it. Just tell me.
You do this to me all the time, so. One draft only did it for me.
Sienna, just tell me.
There's another draft.
Is it one of those Disney shows?
No. But is it Disney? No, it's not really.
It's that Once Upon a Time stuff that keeps popping up.
Once upon a time.
Okay. What is it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Why not?
Because I don't want to.
Please just tell me, Sienna.
I'll tell you one thing.
Can't tell this
It's
mystery. My Little Pony?
No. I watched that.
Well, what else is animated? Pink Panther.
No.
Well, what else is animated? I don't know any animated shows. That's too hard for me.
That's the point. You're not supposed to get.
Sienna, I really want to
Just leave me alone. You're being mean. You're so nosy.
Just tell me.
No, nosy. I'm not gonna tell you.
Just tell me.
That rhymes.
Sienna, please just tell me. I'm tailing your laptop. If I take your laptop, I'll know.
Why don't I just take it with me?
Just tell me. Why is it such a big deal? Why is it such a big deal?
I'm sure you've seen it on YouTube.
Okay, then I want to know what it is.
No.
No, I'm curious.
No.
It's the Tangled, isn't it?
No.
I want to know, please. Please, Sienna. Please just tell me.
No.
Sienna, why not? Sienna, please tell me.
No.
Why?
No.
Why is it inappropriate or something?
No.
What could it possibly be? Fine, play your little games. Yeah, you're being the annoying one, so whatever.
I'm being the annoying one?
Yeah. You can't just open your mouth and tell me really quickly whatever it is, but no. No.
No. But no.
So now we've completed our setup on our loom. There's only one last thing left to do before we start hooking it. You want to take one band, just one, of your border color. What you want to do is we're making an end cap. So you're going to take it, twist it in half. So now we have like 2 bands rather than 1. And we're going to put it on this last peg, the one that sticks in. Not the one we started on, the one we ended on. That's where we're going to put that cap band, okay? So that's going to make sure our bracelet stays together. Alright, so now we don't need to add any more rubber bands. Now we're going to go ahead and flip the loom around. So right now the arrows are facing away from us. You want to flip your loom and have the arrows pointing at you, okay? So then we're going to start at the end where our cap band is. Alright, so we're going to begin by hooking the middle portion of our bracelet first. So we're going to go ahead and where all the bands come together right here at the end, we're going to stick our hook inside of the peg. I hope you can see that, inside the peg. And you're going to go past the cap bands and to that first band, okay? That's the band that goes forward. So we're going to take that through the cap band, make sure the cap band stays on your peg, and we're going to take it and hook it forward. Ooh. And you just took it forward, okay? So now we brought that band back to where it originally started. So now we're going to start hooking the bows as well. So you want to go inside of there where we just put it to the next peg. You want to go inside that rubber band. We're going to grab the top 2 bands. The top 2 are going to be our bow on the left side. We're going to take it and bring it through. Make sure that stays on your peg. And we take it back where it started. Alright, so now those bands are back. Then we're going to go back in there, take the next 2, and take this back to where it started. Okay? So we're just kind of now go ahead and putting everything back where it started, except loops in each other. So now we're going to go back in there one more time, take this black, take your border color, and bring it forward. Alright, so I'm going to show you again to make sure it's clear. We're going to go in, we're going to go to our next peg, and we're going to go down inside the peg, and we're going to pull out the top 2 bands, so the top 2 of our infinity sign, and we're going to go to the left. So those are the ones that are on top. So we're going to go from top to bottom, okay? We put them back where they started, and then we go to the next 2 bands. You don't want to grab that last band yet, just the next 2. And you put those 2 back where they started, okay? Then we're going to go in there one more time, grab that last band, and take it forward, okay? So now you're going to do this all the way up until the end. Now for this next step, it really helps if you go ahead and push everything down on your loom. So we've already hooked the inside portion of our bracelet. Now we're going to go ahead and hook the border. What we're going to do is we're going to grab the very next rubber band, which in this case, you're going to be going to the left. So the very next one is going to our left. So we take it and we just go to the left with it. So now this next part is just pretty simple. You just go down, you're going to take the very bottom rubber band, the one on the very bottom, and put it forward. So then you go through this next peg, go through it, go down to the bottom all the way, pull it up. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to pull a little bit because it's going through so many bands, and then forward. So pretty much we're going to loom the entire left side. So now when you get to the end, you're going to go ahead and go through that last peg and pick up the very bottom band, and then this time, like we've done before when we were first setting it up, we're going to the middle. Okay, so now we're going back to the front of our loom, and we only have one part left to hook. Now we have to go down to the right side. So For the third and last time, we're going down to that cap band, picking up our bottom band, our only band left, and taking it to the right. Okay? Then we're going to go down in that peg, pick up the bottom one, go forward. And then you continue this for the entire right side. And like before, of course, when we get to the end, we want to go ahead and overlap it in the middle. Alright, congratulations, we are done with the looming. So now we have to pull it off of our loom. So you're going to take this last peg, not the one with the end cap, okay? The one that we started the bracelet at the very, very beginning, where everything came together. We're going to stick our hook down through that peg, and you want to get all the bands onto your hook, okay? And then we're going to pull them off. And you want to make sure they're all on your hook because they can unravel. So then you just want to slowly just peel everything off of your... Alright, so you're going to go ahead and you can keep taking it off of your loom. Oop. So you want to take it all off. Alright, so now we've removed it from our loom. So this is the bow tie portion. Now, if you notice with the bracelets, this of course is not big enough for your wrist. We have to add a little section on. So I will show you how to do that. It's pretty much just that simple bracelet like we did in our simple bracelet tutorial, which we will link up in the eye up top. And yeah, so let's get started with that. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and add that last little part to our bracelet. So what I like to do is I like to repeat the colors, including the border color on that add-on, okay? You don't have to, that is just my personal preference. So I start with whatever color I started with on the opposite side. So in this case, I have light blue on this side, so that's what I'm going to start with. And I use double bands for this. You're just going to put them on the end of your hook and pull it through all of those bands, okay? And then put it back. Now for me, about 11 works. I like it because it keeps up my pattern of the bracelet, and it's a pretty good size for our size wrists. Now obviously you can adjust that to whatever your wrist size is. So yeah. You're going to take it, put it on the edge of your hook, pull it through all the bands, and cross it over, okay? So you do that as many times as you like. Alright, so once you have your tag, tail, whatever, I don't know what it's called, long enough, so we're going to go ahead and, personally, I love S-clips. They're my favorite, and for this bracelet, honestly, I think it makes the most sense. But you can also use C-clips, but I'm going to be going ahead and using the S-clip. So we're going to take it, we're going to put the S-clip through the bands on our hook. Get them on there. Alright, so then you can go ahead and slide it all off your hook. Nothing will come undone. So now we can go ahead and hook our other side. Now you want to just pull out, looks like a mess, but you just pull out the two bands that are our end cap, and that's what you can use to put on the other side of your S-clip or C-clip, whatever you've chosen. Just want to hook those on there, and our bracelet is done. Now sometimes the bows can come out a little funky. You can just always just adjust those, pull where necessary, and just fix it till you're happy with your bracelet. So there you go. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you do decide to follow it and make a fun bracelet, please post a picture on Instagram and tag us at SisCrafting747. We would absolutely love to see your creations. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Bye!